Okay. So, hi everyone. So this week, main subject is V33. So it's been mostly completed. There have been some delay, in particular, for the Cosmos EVM module migration, which is the main uh, added value from 33. There's still some different changes. We're waiting from the Cosmos EVM team. We'll talk about that. The two other main parts, SWI authenticated call and gateway integration. For SWI authenticated wizard call, there is an issue. We found out with the gateway upgrades, updating like objects fields cause issues for the upgrades. So there will be some changes to do it to support it, but it's not a big deal for V33 because we will complete it with the client's only release anywhere. Finally, Zeta gateway integration. There is some bug. It's not like critical, but there is still some fixes we need to make, and that needs additional rework. Yeah, eventually there is still some data for Cosmos EM module that will be included. Otherwise, we'll talk about including it for the next release. So Zeta integration, yeah, we wanted to mention that. So Tanmay is not here today. It's public this, so I didn't put it in the topics, but if you want to talk about that, feel free to add it. But yeah, there's general updates. There might be some delay on this one, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes during the week. But in general, V33, depending on the updates we get from the Cosmos EM module, it's still planned for this week. So let's dive into it. The Cosmos EM module. So PR is under review. The test passes. Do you have something to talk about, Stefan, on your side?
Yeah, apart from that, there are a couple of PRs open on Cosmos EVM repo, which is, I think they're porting back the fixes after the audit. So I was talking with them. They told me it will be end of previous week, or because that didn't happen early this week. So when that happens, I can open a new PR integrating everything, and I will fix these comments on this one. So yeah, the next one will be separated because this one is quite big, and as you
Yeah.
said, build is important, so we can probably merge it soon.
Okay. I'm just curious, did you check what are the audit fixes? Like other things that are really important?
Yeah, I think
You know.
now the PRs that are open are actually adding the. I think they are merging the audit fixes with the fixes that happened after the, like, the PRs are called post audit fixes or something like that. So they have 3 more PRs open and a bunch of commits there. So yeah, I mean it's a lot of work. They told me the diff is quite big, so that's why there is a delay.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's sensitive changes. And so for the upgrade tests, everything is good, right? Outside of SWI that will enable later.
Yeah. So upgrade tests are working with SUI, legacy, uh, legacy contract. Maybe Charlie Chan has more details if I'm missing something, but I think, yeah, we are using the contract from the previous version for the upgrade test at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. Uh, do you have anything else to talk about, Cosmos,
Yeah, maybe
on your
security
side?
review. I'm not sure what's the status there. It should happen
Mm-hmm.
this week, right? Or
Okay. Yes, we provided timeline. There's will be okay, but I think we'll need to follow up on that. Yeah, we reduce the scope, so Aquasa should be fine, but we should still follow up. Just looking back at the epic, so this one was completed, I think.
Yes,
This is
yes.
what Tanmay did, yeah. All right, so yeah, once we merge the peer, can consider the epic as completed. Then what I put for the next epic is to perform all the checks. So we need to wait to have the upfront testnet or even mainnet for some of this, but yeah, that will be the direct next step once we go through the upgrade. Yeah, maybe like if you get time, there are things I had to check, but it's not easily report to it's not easy to reproduce on local nets, but as a next step, like waiting for the fixes, if you get time, maybe that would be great if you can check as well. Because that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
good. I will just assign it to you with this one.
yeah. I will check. Thanks.
All right. On Sui with run call, yeah, I created a new issue that I put in the epic for the change. Did you have it look into it, Sally?
Yeah, I just took a look at that page, the move book. Also, I'm looking at the SUI upgrade. I mean, in their own documentation page, they also mentioned dynamic field. I think this shouldn't be a complicated modification. Let's see other. So I passed the previous change, like the two PRs and the information to Omar. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him another update, so we won't miss this modification
Okay.
regarding the auditing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if Omer is in the call to do back through with run call. Do we have was there anything reported already or
Not yet, not yet. I don't think
okay.
so. But I'll let him know.
Okay. And yeah, so to enable it, we'll not do it right at the upgrade. I think it's already a lot of things to care about with the Cosmos CVM. So we'll just keep it disabled during the upgrade. So we focus on any issues that may arrive with Cosmos CVM, and we'll do Zeta client on the release just for it.
Yeah, that's the fact. Yeah, we're still using the legacy gateway contracts
For what?
for SUI.
Okay. So yeah, the Epic, it's basically just doing this change now and re-enabling it in the Zeta clients when it's ready. For the local nets, you made a PR, right?
Yeah, we have a PR in there.
The So the peer, I think need to change as well with the change in many contracts.
Yeah, probably. Um, and the same way that we patched ZetaChain logic.
Okay, so I will put this one in draft then,
X.
and All right. So yeah, I think we can plan the release once we complete the V33 upgrade. In general, it's something we need to discuss about changing the milestones because we have more and more changes that are Zeta clients only, and I think we could separate blockchain upgrades with Zeta client upgrades, so we have two different type of milestone. But I think we can talk about that during the operational close. As for Sui, so the other peers related to the milestone, you made change for the host name. Do you have something you want to talk about that? I have some comments. I
Yeah,
didn't see
sure.
your answer.
Yeah, I just replied to you and Tam explain why we don't either like we don't pass the current Zeta core URL as a strict IP, and also why we need the gRPC, I mean both gRPC and the WebSocket, because the Zeta client need both to work.
So yeah, it's not unclear to me because we already support here gRPC. Then IP should be this is what I understand. We change URL with IP.
Yeah, I changed the variable name, but in the config file, the JSON tag remains same.
So you can only use a host name with gRPC.
We actually, so there are two options right now in the PR. So either the observer run a Parson strict IP address, and then we'll infer the gRPC endpoint and the WebSocket from the IP address. And also they have another option to pass two URLs separately, like all the node providers. They have the WebSocket and the gRPC separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will add DevOps team in this one, and I think Charlie, if someone from DevOps could have a look, that would be great. Confirm that.
Yeah, that would be
The
great.
change we need.
And I noticed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for Charlie McEwan, if
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
from DevOps could take the time to have a look.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Because I think we can test it with one of our nodes directly before merging. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's for this one. Then if I come back to the milestone, yeah, there is the block time as well. So for the log change is not here, but I will check with Dimitri if he can work on this one since he works a lot on the log system. This is Zeta client as well.
That would be Zeta Core only.
This is Zeta core. Okay, so this might be breaking change, right?
Yeah.
If you
So
change
that's the thing with the timeout deltas is it's only breaking when they skip a block or they skip like a voting round, and then it becomes very, very problematic. So that's why we got to make sure we make the change in sync across everything.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought that was just logs, so no consensus breaking, but yeah, we might want to check.
Yeah, it's
Looking at
not
this one this way.
consensus breaking is like it's not consensus breaking as far as like how Comet BFT handles it, but it would cause the network to come out of
Mhm.
sync. So the blocks wouldn't be yeah, if it was able to reach consensus, if it's communicating correctly, then it'll still creating blocks, but it's very easy for the network to get desynchronized
Okay.
if those values are off.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look to get this one this week then.
Yeah, because just one last point on it too is if, for example, something did happen, people could like using their config file, they could potentially change those values without having to change the binary. Then that would fix it. It doesn't actually require a code change to bring it back together, if that makes sense.
Okay. That makes sense. So I will put this one in the release. The toolbox I'm gonna put in the 34 to check once we make the upgrade. And then yeah, there's still this one that I don't think we're gonna have time to work on, but it's a client. So yeah, as I talk, I think we will create milestone for like 33.1. That will make the most sense. Okay, for V34, so there is already a few things that have been added. Main part will be checked after the Cosmos CVM migration. Then we have the cross-interaction observation, outbound performance, so performance and reliability in general. That's like we'll do a new assessment of it. And one specific feature we need to look into will be to handle multiple calls from the EVM. So this one, I think that would make sense from your side, Sergeant, to have a look.
Yeah, I didn't see before.
Yeah. So right now, there are some limitation from the gateway VM if you do several deposits in the same contract call. Only the first one will be taken into account. That's to avoid like abuse, because the gas you pay is paid by the protocol on that chain. But that limits the capability from developers, and so we need to find a way to allow like multiple calls. And most likely, I think that might be a smart contract, mostly on the smart contract side, the change. So I think one solution will be to include like potential fees on the smart contracts when you have several deposits in the same call. So yeah, I think once you finish the change, the current change with the new message context, that would make sense you have a look at
Okay.
it for some solution.
Okay, we'll check it.
Yeah, for message context, now that we are it, do you have some updates on this one? Given the new, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have updates on the new message context. We spoke last Friday and agreed on that we will have some transition period where we will introduce one new function on the gateway ZVM contract, where user will specify which message context version he wants to use. But yeah, I just finished with the Solana Zeta tests, so I will move to that now.
but it will be a fast one.
Okay. So yeah, potentially. So I will add it here. We'll have release only the clients than anything with the clients. And I think we'll include this one. And yeah, maybe we can do like the full upgrade of the EVM gateway during this as a client upgrade. So that will be part of it.
Okay, and we also merged to the latest node version on the Git the changes with the simple withdraw function in order to support like custom gas limit there. So we should revert to that change, or
this one is just gateway ZVM, I think.
okay.
So we could maybe even do like Reno upgrade for it. Yeah, I think there's more things to talk in the operational call. But yeah, I think we can plan an upgrade for it to support smart accounts on Ethereum.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's main user-facing feature we talk for the next release. Otherwise, it's mostly things we backported from previous release. Yeah, anything to consider for the next release already? It's a question from you, Sally, or maybe Denise.
Nothing that we haven't really already talked about. My main thing would just be I think the EVM, like sending multiple EVM transactions from or multi-gateway transactions from the EVM. That would also address the problem Mariano had, right? I think we've got that added somewhere in here. Yep. Okay, then that's the main thing for me.
There are two problems from his side, I think. There is this one, which will be rather simple, I think. There's the other one with the reverts, like atomic reverts, something we discussed, but this one I think with some is like a complete presentation of the problem and the solution we should have.
Yeah, I think that should be the next big thing for V34 though, is obviously right, there's some cleaning up and fine-tuning of the things we already have, but for V34, being able to do reverts across multiple chains would be a big feature for us.
I think that require more conversation because to me that looks like developer thing, something to support as a standard contract maybe or something like that. Not like as a core change in the protocol.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we can figure out where it needs to go, but we should try and make that the next thing to build. Yeah, we can talk more about it and see where it makes sense to live.
One question about when we upgrade to Cosmos EVM, is there anything that's blocking us from having this feature where you can stake from Solidity contracts? I mean, like, I know this should be part of Cosmos EVM, right? But there's something we need to do to actually enable that, because that's a big feature, and in conjunction with being able to transfer Zeta through the gateway, it's going to open a lot of interesting use cases. So I just want to make sure that we're ready.
That's a good point. Do you know, Stefan, our side, if the precompiled they're automatically enabled or there is something from our side to do?
Yeah, I think we will need to configure that. I will take a look. Currently, it's disabled because previously they were disabled basically. So I just kept the same functionality.
Okay.
I think the same question is about mapping between ERC20 tokens and native tokens. I don't remember exactly, but I think Cosmos CVM has this functionality where like either you can see your ERC20s in something like Kepler, or the other way around, where you see IBC tokens as ERC20s.
There is ERC20 module that is automatically added. I mean that was required as far as I know for the EVM module. You can confirm this, Stefan. No, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
enabled because we don't have IBC. Yeah, we might want to add end-to-end test for that. It's like it's in the code. Know if it's enabled. Yeah, we need to check that. Is it? I mean, do we need this right now? We don't have IBC. What's the purpose with that IBC? Because you mostly use EVM.
Yeah, I think the module. I'm just trying to remember what the module actually does. I think it mapped IBC tokens as ERC20s, right? Which we don't need.
Cosmos maps to Cosmos token. So if you have IBC, it's can be automatically transferred to IBC.
Okay, yeah, I guess we don't need that right now.
Yeah, I mean, we can check with the team if we should think about IBC at some point. But yeah, for the pre-compiles in general, we'll check to make sure it's enabled. So yeah, we have staking, which is the most regular one. Outside of Oracle, added update for speedrun as well. So there been some setup has been done with CI, so we have nightly testing. So we can check like the protocol if something is not working. There have been some backend improvements done by Dimitri. Dimitri having some look into speedrun for some improvement on the Go side. The ZetaHub integration is to be started this week. And yeah, I don't know if you saw this issue, Peter. I can have a look at it this week, but there's still some bug that happened on the indexing. But yeah, I don't think that's particularly a bug. It's more like it seems to be detected, but somehow not processed.
Got it. I can take a look.
Okay. Otherwise, yeah, it's been mostly stable. Like the nightly tests have been running through the few days right now, and always pass. So becoming stable. That's it on speedrun. Does someone has something else they want to talk about?
One quick thing. So, Lucas, I posted this earlier. Do you know why the last scan block number doesn't come up for Ton and Sui for Zeta client?
Yeah, I want to check something new. It's for the monitoring.
Yeah, it's for monitoring. It's also for our partners, for anyone who runs for the observer signers to be able to keep track and make sure that their nodes are running as well. Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't have specific context on that. I mean, it's chains that don't have same like idea of blocks as the others, but it's some piece of information we need. Did you create an issue for it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I can make one and I'll send it over to you in like the protocol operations call.
Okay. Yeah, anything on Tom to talk about? CI has been running every day. It's been always succeeding. So I think it's looking pretty good for Tom.
Would be great to have like a simple example of like the same as we have with Solana, where it just calls a gateway to call universal app and maybe even like handling. I mean, we don't have withdrawn call, so just an example Funcy contract that knows how to deposit. I don't know Funcy, so it's going to take me forever to come up with it, but
Okay. I mean, right now we still have some dogs. Yeah, how to interact with that change from Tom.
yeah,
Or
I
is it
mean,
something missing?
I can try doing it. Maybe we even have tests. Let me see if we have tests. Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay. All right. Stop sharing my screen. So yeah, if there is nothing else, we can wrap up here. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.